The noir genre has a sultry charm, doesn't it? A pervasive shadow hanging over rain-slick streets, a cloud of cigarette smoke in a dimly lit room, and the tense sound of a saxophone echoing in the distance. But when we think noir, we typically imagine the quintessential hard-boiled detective, almost always a man. Yet there's a tantalizing allure to flipping the script and placing a woman in the gumshoe role. Let's spotlight some noir films where women aren't just the fatale, they're the detectives. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, 2009 and 2011 versions. Both the Swedish and American adaptations capture the noir spirit, albeit in a modern guise. Lisbeth Salander isn't your typical detective. She's more a hacker extraordinaire with a punk aesthetic. But she's certainly thrown into a dark, twisted mystery full of brutal intrigue and hidden motives. In the Cut, 2003, Susanna Moore's novel turns into a film fusion of erotic thriller and neo-noir, with Meg Ryan stepping far out from her rom-com comfort zone. She plays an English teacher who becomes entangled in a murder investigation and starts an affair with the detective in charge, finding herself in a maze of suspicion and danger. Twilight, 1998. No, not that Twilight. Before vampires sparkled, Paul Newman and Susan Sarandon starred in this neo-noir where Sarandon's character, Catherine Ames, takes on an unofficial detective role as she tries to unravel a complex plot filled with deceit, hidden pasts, and murder. Brick, 2005. Ryan Johnson's Brick is a modern high school movie that finely threads the needle of noir. While the detective here is male, Nora Zehetner's character, Laura, subverts the traditional femme fatale archetype by playing a central role in unraveling the film's mystery, effectively becoming a co-detective. Sixth Warshawski, 1991. This film tries to capture the classic noir vibe with Kathleen Turner portraying the titular detective. It's a rare gem in the sense it tries to revive the detective noir genre with a female lead, though it admittedly missed some steps in execution and didn't resonate with audiences at the time. Miss Congeniality, 2000. Bear with me now. While Miss Congeniality is rooted firmly in comedy, Sandra Bullock's Gracie Hart is an FBI agent who finds herself playing the unconventional detective in a beauty pageant. The pageantry itself is just a shiny, campy veneer over a plot of threats and mysteries. Veronica Mars, 2014. This one is a bit of a cheat since it's not strictly a film rooted in the 40s or 50s noir identity. However, the Veronica Mars movie, which continues the story from the beloved TV series, deserves a nod for its neo-noir themes, and Kristen Bell's portrayal of the teenage private eye who's wise beyond her years. When considering noir films with female detectives or investigative protagonists, we dip more into the neo-noir category, newer films retaining the essence of classic film noir. And yet, the intrigue lies not just in the mystery, but in how these women navigate and dismantle the traditionally male-centric underworld of noir. Not to mention, Portland, Oregon sets the perfect backdrop for a noir film with its often overcast and misty cityscapes. It's a shame we don't see it captured in this genre more often. There's something about rain-streaked streets and the ethereal greenery of the Pacific Northwest that could give any classic LA or NY noir a run for its money. After all, these films remind us that the grit and cunning required to untangle the skeins of a noir thriller aren't exclusive to the likes of Sam Spade or Philip Marlowe. They look just as compelling, if not more, in the hands of driven female protagonists, owning the dark alleys and dingy offices with as much command and presence as any of their male counterparts.